I'm here with Roger Craig Smith, the voice of Batman.
No, crazy.
Not your first time playing
the voice of Batman. I can't get that low right now. Yeah, all right.
Except I have none of
I'm
the...
like up here now.
I have none of the acting chops, though. It's all voice, no acting.
Neither do I. There you go. It's all pipes. It's all pipes.
All pipes?
All pipes.
So you saying I have a future career?
I think so. I'm out of the job. Well, listen, like, yeah, you're asking me, like, you're like, I'm here with the voice of Batman. You're like,
I'm here with the voice of Batman.
And the voice of Batman's like, hi, how you doing? I lost my voice yesterday. I don't know how. Because I haven't even been here at the con the whole week. I just, like, got off a plane and was like,
yeah.
Oh, that's good for a day of doing this. And then having guys, say, like,
I'm here with the voice of Batman.
And me going, yeah, it's an honor to be the voice of Batman. Really cool character. Anyway, sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll take the compliment.
Okay.
All right.
It's a good voice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're barking up the right tree here.
Well, I met Andrea yesterday, and she didn't say a thing, so I was a little...
well, you know what? That's tough. I mean, that's tough. It's like, she's not here to work.
Right.
In that regard.
Right.
But I guarantee you, she's got a mental note going on. She's like, that guy in the Star Wars.
I'll touch base with her later.
I'm going to remember that guy. That could be another Batman.
Speaking of Batman,
yes.
This is not your first Batman.
No.
You also, in addition to Batman Unlimited, which is this film, you voiced Batman for Arkham Origins.
I did.
Obviously very different in intent and audience. So
Absolutely.
What do you do with your Batman to kind of accommodate that?
Essentially with what Heath Corson has written for this series of films, we've got it's a more family-friendly approach. And what's nice too, Wes Gleason, our director, had us kind of playing around with sort of the relationships between Batman's friends and Batman's enemies, and sort of the comments and it was a little snarkier here and there, and maybe a little more relaxed from what we've seen like from Arkham Origins. Arkham Origins being a much more adult themed by comparison.
Yeah.
Just a little bit much more adult sort of approach to that storyline. So with this, we have obviously a G-rated, family-friendly version of Batman.
Right.
So this Batman might not be be quite as aggressive. We're not going to push to sort of the Christian Bale performance of swear to me and all that stuff. So probably won't be doing that.
Sure.
But this is which I have to go on the record. I've said this a number of times. I love that version of Batman. But,
I do too.
Yeah, I always thought the choice made perfectly good sense. I know people get sort of polarized on that voice, but nope, it's a good decision. It's a good decision.
In that vein, voice actors have to go out on a limb all the time when you are making choices on how you're creating your character. How often does that tend to pay off when you put yourself out there versus what you kind of went in intending to do?
That's a really good question, because there's so many times I've had a lot of people ask me, what do you do to prepare for a role? And the reality is, other than try to rest so I don't lose my voice,
sure.
I don't usually go in knowing what it is that I'm going to do, because even with a character like Batman, I can know that you don't want to step too far outside the box of where that character sort of lives, and the only way you find out is if you go too far and you go, that didn't feel right. But the reality of this process is it's very collaborative, and we work very closely with the director, with the producers, with the writers, and you'll walk in and you'll say, all right, how about this? And you just sort of throw that vocal approach to the wall, and if it sticks, cool, and you move on. But it's never me walking in and saying, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what performance I will give you. Mm-hmm. I've got ideas, and I'll try those things out, and then at the end of the day, if it's not working, it's not working, and we circle back around. And try to sort of I always call it like football. It's like we see what we want to do for the play, and we hike the ball. I give that performance, lasts about 8 seconds like a football play, and then we huddle back up and go, did that work? It didn't? Okay, let's try it again. Let's try something else.
Okay.
So yeah, it's never me just walking in going, this is the Batman I'm going to give you. I worked very closely with both Heath and with Wes on this to kind of determine, all right, this is the Batman we're going to create. Because it's not just my performance. I didn't write the words. I don't animate it.
Mm-hmm.
I just get to be this lucky guy, this lucky dork who gets to go in and be the voice of a character,
right.
A childhood dream come true. And it's a collaborative process. There's a lot of people that go into making that finished version of what we see and hear. It's not just me.
When you learned that you're going to be playing Batman, you mentioned that as a childhood dream, I assume you were a fan of the character beforehand. Is there a sense of pressure that comes along with that?
Yeah, and you try not to think about it, because both Troy and I, when Arkham Origins came around, we both had a moment of elation and a moment of trepidation, where it was wow, okay, so we got these roles. I can't believe this. Ooh, okay, because Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill have established what we've come to know, and obviously we are very aware of that, because those are the characters that we grew up watching and listening to. So it was it goes without saying that you would feel a great sense of pressure. and also just a great sense of the honor of what it is to get to be a part of all of this.
Right.
It's totally surreal. The first interview that I do when I get to Comic-Con for anything like this is always so strange, and all of a sudden I get a little panicky because I go, oh, that's right, I forgot, I already did this, and I'm now going to be asked, questions about being Batman, and it's so strange because I don't see Batman in the mirror, and I definitely don't feel like Batman. Batman would remember to pack pants. I literally forgot to pack jeans.
Or tights.
Yeah, or tights, yeah. Actually, thank God I'm not packing tights. That's not, I don't think anybody wants to see me in a pair of tights. But jeans would have been more appropriate for today, and I forgot those.
At this point, is there almost like a brotherhood of Batman voices? Like, do you see other people that have voiced Batman? There's a little nudge, wink, wink. Yeah.
Will Friedle. I mean, we laugh about it all the time. It's, I have yet to meet Kevin Conroy, and I really want to. We finally just reached out to one another on Twitter, and that's phenomenal. It's just, he would be, for me, meeting Kevin Conroy would just be like, okay, it's like, I've met the Pope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all of us, and that also feels sort of disingenuous or surreal for me to be like, yeah, like I'd give him a wink. No.
Right.
No, I'd kiss the ring. It's that kind of a thing. But like with somebody like Will Friedle and that's another neat thing. You can get some attention for doing the voice of this character, but the reality is there's a lot of guys that have voiced the Joker, that have voiced Batman, that have voiced all of these characters. Obviously, we're talking 75 years of history with this stuff. It's bound to happen. There's going to be some cast changes and whatnot.
Sure.
So to have any opportunity to have Arkham Origins and then this is it's like the icing on the cake that was already iced.
Right.
Because to get to do it, even if it was just one and done with Arkham Origins, I get to go the rest of my life going, I got to be Batman in something that was just amazing. So yeah, awesome. It is a nice group to be a part of, but I definitely don't feel. I feel like I'm that member that like somehow snuck in. Like my pass was expired, but I used it anyway, and they somehow like didn't realize it, and they let me in. And they're like, "Yeah, hey, Batman's, how's everybody doing?" Like, I'm the guy. The other guys are looking at me like, "Why did they let him be Batman? That doesn't make any sense."
He doesn't have the pipes of this guy. I can't do it.
Ugh, losing my voice.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you.
All right, man.
I look forward to the film.
Likewise.
And enjoy your work.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
All right.
I enjoy your work as well.
Thank you.
Good job, son.